Hi everyone. My name is Jerry Wise, and today I want to talk about narcissistic parents, things they hate that healthy people love. I've been working with clients and individuals for 45 years. I've worked to help them get their unhealthy family of origin out of them. And today I want to talk about a subject that's important if you've grown up in a narcissistic home. First of all, internal and external boundaries are one of the things that narcissists hate. Well, what are internal boundaries? Internal is what I won't allow to upset me. It's detachment. It's not absorbing what their feelings are, what their thoughts are, and building those internal boundaries is important. And then, of course, external boundaries, most of us know what that is. And narcissistic parents do not tolerate or like that at all. Number 2, independence in others. Independence is not something narcissists enjoy, like, or tolerate very well at all. They don't want others around them who are independent. They want others who are dependent and who are more willing to be led by their own control or manipulation. Thirdly, criticism and feedback. Narcissistic parents don't like criticism. They don't like feedback. They don't want to be offered insight. They don't want to be offered an awareness of consciousness about what's going on. And they certainly don't like if you're going to talk about how the system works or the patterns and the roles that are played. And so criticism and feedback, any kind of critique, is not taken well. Fourthly, emotional vulnerability. Try being vulnerable around a narcissist. Makes them very uncomfortable. They see an opportunity that they might be able to get an advantage if you are vulnerable around them. Healthy people want vulnerability and they want feedback and they enjoy independence of others, and they're fine with others having internal and external boundaries. Healthy people also like equality in relationships. Narcissistic parents hate that. We don't want equality. A narcissistic parent doesn't want others to be equal to them. They need to feel and be superior to others. They hate that when people feel equal in their relationship with them. That is a triggering and upsetting dynamic. Sixthly, success and happiness in others. Normal, healthy people like success and happiness in others. They desire that. They desire that for themselves. They desire that for other people. A narcissistic parent does not. That is not something they enjoy or even want to tolerate, because deep inside them, they're not happy. They're not settled. They're not at peace. And so if they see someone like that, often there's an unconscious trigger of how much that is distasteful to them. Now, only if any of these things I've talked about so far would benefit them, then they might be okay with it. But if it doesn't benefit them, they hate these items. Number 7, being self-focused and self-differentiated. Being self-focused, differentiating yourself from the narcissistic parent, is something they hate. They want you to be focused on them, not you, because everything in the universe is about them and in a very dynamic way. And they want others to enmesh with them and to be narcissistic parent focused, not self-focused. Number 8, authenticity. That's something most people love. Healthy people love the authenticity of others. Narcissistic parents hate authenticity unless the authenticity can be used for them to manipulate, control, criticize, have taken advantage, and use as an advantage for them. So authenticity is not something they like, it's something they hate. Number 9, being self-aware. Healthy people like people around them who are self-aware. Narcissistic parents want you to focus on them and their awareness or what's ever going on with them, not self-aware for others, because that exposes the games, the roles, the patterns that are used by narcissistic parents to express their anger, low self-esteem, fears, shame. And so authenticity is hated by the narcissistic parent. Number 10, being self-regulated and non-reactive. Narcissistic parents don't want anyone around them who's self-regulated, because if you're self-regulated, then you have those internal boundaries that I was talking about at the beginning. You have those internal boundaries and you regulate yourself. You're not regulated by the narcissistic parent. The narcissistic parent likes to be in control of others' emotions, reactions, responses, ways of thinking, ways of feeling, and ways of acting. They hate it when people are self-aware. Number 11, apologizing and correcting their ways. Most healthy people like and enjoy people who are apologetic when appropriate and correct their behavior and take responsibility for their own behavior. Narcissists hate that. That is not something they like because they cannot handle that kind of intimacy. They cannot handle that kind of accountability for yourself because they cannot do that. That's not something they can do. So you're already seen as being superior if you can do those things. That will only upset the narcissistic parent further. So what can we do to help ourselves if we find ourselves with narcissistic parents and in a relationship with a narcissist? Learn what is healthy normal. I have a program. The entire program offers a roadmap to self-differentiation and healthy normal. You can check that down in the description box. Take a look at that link and you can see that the whole program is based on 45 years of my experience to help you understand what is normal and what is healthy. Secondly, don't try to change them. If you try to change them, then you're in and stuck in the patterns with the narcissistic parent. You will be pursuing and chasing them. To try to change someone is a pursuit, and it's a part of that enmeshment that I talk about in so many of my videos. Don't try to change them. And thirdly, become to yourself the emotionally mature parents you never had. Be your own best parent. Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, regulating yourself, and there's ways to learn to do that and get the tools to be the parent to yourself that you need and want. I want to thank you for joining me today. Have a great day and be wise.